Imagine a world where over 462 million people suffer from a chronic condition, ranking as the 9th leading cause of death, costing the healthcare system over $30 billion annually. Type 2 diabetes is a chronic condition where the cells in our body become resistant to insulin, disrupting blood glucose regulation and energy use. In Canada alone, over 20 people die daily from diabetes-related complications, and the prevalence is still on the rise. What makes people susceptible to type 2 diabetes? While genetics and lifestyle choices play a big role, the biggest challenge is lack of long-term motivation and adherence to treatment plans.
To tackle these challenges, we propose developing 2 mobile app features that can be integrated into existing diabetes management technologies. We call these Ignite and Interact. 2 research and development teams will be necessary to build and test these features before they can be sold to, for example, a mobile app company. The Ignite team would focus on gamification, featuring a lottery and loss prevention system. The goal is to increase adherence to medication and blood sugar testing by 30% and to achieve an 80% reward redemption rate. The first KPI would indicate whether that feature is successful in increasing adherence, and the second would tell us whether the rewards are desirable. We expect Ignite to be a proven and tested product ready by month 20 in the 3-year timeline. The Interact team would train and develop an AI capable of conducting motivational interviews. Their goal is also to achieve a 30% increase in adherence to blood sugar testing and medication, and to have 80% of users score above 70 points on the self-determination scale, which measures intrinsic motivation. We expect Interact to be a proven and tested product by month 24 in the 3-year timeline.
So what is gamification? Well, gamification is a system where you use game elements like points, rewards, or progress bars in non-game context in order to make a typically boring activity more engaging or exciting. This has been used in a lot of fields such as education, business, or even healthcare. And in healthcare alone, a holistic review of 36 studies on gamification being used in healthcare has found predominantly positive impacts on adherence rates with 0 negative impacts. While the most common method of implementing gamification is through smartphones, on the market right now, there are only 4% of mobile health apps currently have a gamified design. In 2015, a gamified system called BAND was designed by a group of scientists to test whether it could improve the blood glucose measurement rate of a group of participants. User would be able to earn points for successfully taking a minimum of 3 tests a day. As a result, it actually increased the frequency of test taking by 50%. But beyond points and rewards, we have so many other game elements that we can use. And one example that has been proven to be highly effective is a lottery system. A study using a combined high and low chance lottery actually showed that participants were 10 times less likely to take medications at incorrect times, which indicates a significant boost in adherence rate. Behavioral science also shows that people are actually more motivated to avoid losses than to gain benefits. In a study 3 years ago, a loss prevention system was used to encourage people to attend an exercise class. By the end of that study, they found that the number one reason that made people stick to the class beyond initial enrollment was that they were afraid of losing some rewards that they had earned. Therefore, in summary, we suggest our Ignite program to have a point reward, a lottery, and a loss prevention system.
However, gamification does have its flaws. It provides short-term benefits and relies primarily on extrinsic rewards. To address this, we would like to turn to motivational interviewing. Unlike traditional counseling methods, motivational interviewing elicits intrinsic motivation in patients. The benefit of doing so, patients are inherently more willing to make changes and stick to a new plan. In fact, in a study 3 years ago, hypertensive patients in Gaza were tested for motivational interviewing. Patients who received motivational interviewing were 6.28 times more likely to stick to their medication adherence than patients who were not given motivational interviewing. Now, traditionally, motivational interviewing has been administered through human interaction. However, with the growth and development of AI, things will quickly change. Today, GPT-4o, one of the most advanced generative AI tools, is able to replicate human interaction very accurately with a hyper-realistic voice and very similar response times to a human at 320 milliseconds. A tool like this can be used for storing and analyzing personalized data. It can be used for tailored recommendations. Additionally, it's also available 24/7 and it eases the burden on healthcare professionals.
Where does our solution fit in the current landscape of technologies? Both telehealth and chatbots are missing a few key criteria. Paying doctors for telehealth programs can often be costly, and chatbots lack the intelligence to provide personalized advice. We also considered making a mobile app, but this would have came with a few flaws. It would have been costly and it would have taken a lot of time. A lot of apps on the market like MySugar, Glucose Buddy, and Boost Our Diabetes are doing the job, but they lack a gamified design and they lack the ability to provide personalized assistance. Our program would bridge those gaps, where the gamified design would increase user adherence and the AI motivational interviewing would be able to provide personalized assistance. By focusing on building the features instead of creating an app, this program will be both cost-effective and comprehensive, and it will be able to significantly enhance current diabetes solutions.
So, what does the implementation process look like? In Phase 1, we will outline the project roadmap and assemble a team to develop these features. Phase 2 will focus on creating these prototypes. Next, Phase 3 will conduct 2 pilot tests so that we can evaluate the functionality and efficacy of these features. The interact test will take a longer time because researchers are required to go back and follow up with patients and measure long-term improvements. Finally, APRU will reach out to potential partners to integrate these features into existing technologies like mobile health apps.
Moving on to financials, we have a budget of $1 million, out of which our primary expenses will be prototyping and research studies for the Ignite and Interact initiative. Each initiative requires an IT project manager as well as a full-stack developer. Ignite will also require a UI/UX designer to be able to design the interface of the prototype, and Interact will require a machine learning engineer to be able to integrate AI capabilities. All professionals will be employed on contract for 6 months, with salaries totaling about $180,000. For research studies, both initiatives will require a health informatics researcher as well as a biomedical informatics researcher. For Ignite specifically, it will run 9 months, and Interact will run for a year. Adjusted salaries for all 4 employees will total just about $190,000. Additionally, Ignite will require a budget for the rewards pool of gamification, which is $50,000. With the totals added up, we're looking at just about $250,000. Overall, the project totals $420,000, leaving our team just over $500,000 for any additional research initiatives, the rewards pool, and also additional partnership initiatives in the future.
Despite the potentials and cost advantages, we still must consider the risks and know how to mitigate them. Firstly, if our rewards are not appealing, app usage may drop. We suggest experimenting with different rewards and point systems to enhance app usage. Secondly, the AI model may fail to motivate users intrinsically. Getting a motivational interviewing expert to help teach the AI model can prevent conventional counseling approaches. Thirdly, digital literacy and accessibility is crucial. If the patient is unfamiliar with technology, they may struggle and it may lead to poor outcomes and usage. Fourthly, privacy concerns can deter a patient from sharing sensitive health data. Adhering to strict privacy regulations, implementing encryption protocols, and having clear privacy policies can help build patient trust. Finally, partner alignment with APRU's values is vital. Misalignment can lead to monetization conflicts and ineffective integration of our prototypes. We suggest to APRU to have a thorough vetting process, clear communication, and frequent meetings to ensure that our partner has the same vision and goals as us.
In conclusion, our proposed solution includes the development of the 2 innovative app features, Ignite and Interact. The Ignite feature focuses on gamification, using a lottery and loss prevention system to increase medication and blood sugar testing rates. The Interact feature leverages AI to conduct motivational interviews, aiming for similar improvements in adherence and intrinsic motivation. Together, these 2 app features will be ready for implementation into existing diabetes management technologies.